Hey guys, we are here with the first official Hall of Fame inductions video for this channel for EA NHL GM modes. So there's a lot of numbers and players listed in front of me right now. It's pretty overwhelming, but you guys will not see all these numbers right off the bat, as we are going to reveal each player individually as I talk about them. But there is a specific order that they're set in, and the order is in terms of the number of points they had. So we'll be going from the first most amount of points in channel history all the way to number 13. There are 13 skater nominations and 1 goaltender nomination. So let's get through it. And the first induction into the Hall of Fame is none other than the Devils left winger Taylor Hall. Played 738 games for the Devils, 281 goals, 322 assists for 603 points, 92 was his plus minus, and a goals for per game percentage of .381, an assist per game percentage of .436, and a points per game percentage of .817. Next on the list, we have the right winger from the San Jose Sharks, Kurt Koliakovo. 656 games played, 187 goals, 356 assists for 543 points, most by a computer-generated player that we have drafted, plus 77 on his career, a goals for per game percentage of .285, and an assist per game percentage of .543, and a points per game percentage of .828. Next induction, we have the left winger from the New Jersey Devils, Rudolfs Balcers. Played 656 games played for them, 159 goals, 367 assists for 526 points, plus 111 on his career, a goals for per game percentage of .242, an assist per game percentage of .559, and a points per game percentage of .802. Also from the New Jersey Devils, the next induction will be the center and right winger, Nolan Patrick. 738 games played, 199 goals, 322 assists for 521 points, plus 121 in his career, .270 goals for per game, an assist per game percentage of .436, and a points per game percentage of .706. And the first defenseman inducted into the Hall of Fame will be Matt Dumba of the Minnesota Wild. 738 games played, 91 goals, 366 assists, 457 points, plus 83 on his career in the simulation anyway. For all these real players, we will not be including their real life stats. Obviously, this is just for the stats that we have seen them simulate with. Goals for per game of .123, assists per game percentage of .496, and a points per game percentage of .619. And from the Halifax Tugboats, the left winger Trevor Hansick, 656 games played, 179 goals, 246 assists for 425 points, plus 150 on his career, a goals for per game of .273, an assist per game of .375, and a points per game of .648. From the Minnesota Wild, the center, Clarence McDermott, 492 career games played, 132 goals, 273 assists, 405 points, plus 73 on his career, .268 goals for per game, an assist for per game of .555, and a points per game percentage of .823. Also from the Minnesota Wild, the right winger, Sven Edler, 492 games played, 200 goals, 186 assists for 386 points, plus 88 on his career, a goals per game percentage of .407, and an assist per game percentage of .378, and a points per game percentage of .785. And next up from the Vancouver Canucks, you all know him, you all love him, the center, Reed Hansick, 410 games played, 76 goals, 264 assists for 340 points, plus 59 in his career, a goals per game percentage of .185, assists per game at .644, and points per game at .829. And the next induction will be Taylor Hall from the Toronto Maple Leafs. 328 games played, 146 goals, 154 assists, 300 points, plus 86 on his career. Goals per game are at .445, assists per game are at .47, and points per game are at .915. And from the Vancouver Canucks, the winger counterpart to Reed Hansik, Vladimir Tarasenko, 328 games played, 171 goals, 128 assists for 299 points, 59 is his plus minus, a goals per game percentage of .521, an assist per game percentage of .390, and a points per game percentage of .912. And from the Winnipeg Jets, the defenseman Morgan Rielly, 328 games played for the Jets, 63 goals, 227 assists, 290 points, and plus 68 on his career. Goals per game percentage of .192, an assist per game percentage of .692, and a points per game percentage total of .884. And lastly, for skaters, from the Halifax Tugboats, the defenseman Jerry Frank, 328 games played for Halifax with 60 goals, 208 assists, 268 points, plus 83 on his career. .183 is his goals for per game percentage, and assist per game percentage would be .634, and points per game percentage is .817. Now for goaltenders, I obviously don't have to do the little reveal thing that I've been doing for the skaters, as there was only one induction, and it was fairly obvious as to who it was. From the Halifax Tugboats, Jonas Korpisalo. 452 games played, 282 wins, 53 shutouts, a save percentage of .924, and a goals against average of 2.23. So that will just about do it for this Hall of Fame inductions video. I will be doing one of these yearly, with obviously each new NHL game, so that we don't get too behind. Not after every GM mode, obviously, that'd be a little too frequent, but, you know, once a year I think is good. Anyway, that'll be about it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.